Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I bought the Sanmeiho Koraka 8-inch chef knife to review. I saw potential for this knife to be an insane value pick, so I decided to give it a chance. Now this knife is currently going for 30 Canadian dollars on Amazon. Um, it promises a high carbon Japanese powder steel, whatever that means. I'm guessing probably some random proprietary steel they have. But it promises a 63 HRC. Now, if it gets anywhere close to this 63 HRC mark, we could be seeing a very usable knife for an incredibly low price point. So, first impressions, the geometry is pretty nice. A classic blade shape. Overall, fit and finish is pretty good. Everything's well polished. The handle's very ergonomic. One thing is, it came extremely sharp out of the box. This is just a clip of me cutting some Bounty paper towel, but as you can see, it does it quite fairly easily. It's a very sharp edge. Okay, to move on to some of the testing. For edge retention, I'm just going to be cutting up some cardboard boxes. I don't really have a setup right now to scientifically test this stuff, but I think for a proof of concept for a budget knife, this should be okay. This honestly was a very impressive performance. You can see I stopped it when there was just an ever so slight decrease in sharpness, um, which is extremely impressive for the amount of cardboard that I just cut. Now, for the toughness testing, I lost my box of nails, so I just grabbed this Allen key here. I'm just doing a few medium strength chops. Um, Here, in a moment, you'll see if I can get it in focus. Uh, there's pretty minimal damage, only really small chips for this edge retention. And here, I'm just doing a few lighter taps, and this did almost no damage to the edge, which is, once again, also quite good. Now, in a moment, I'm going to show you guys what this edge damage looks like while cutting a piece of paper. So this is the medium strength chops. You can see that it is definitely affecting the cutting. Um, Here is our light taps, and you can see that there's almost no effect on the edge. Even after running this blade across the Allen key, the damage was still surprisingly minimal. You'll see cutting this paper that it still will cut, granted with a lot more resistance, but this is still a lot less damage than I was really expecting. Now at this point, I'm going to turn it up a notch. I'm really going for it now. Uh, I'm I'm chopping this Allen key pretty hard, and we do get some fair sized chips. Nothing that would take you a ton of time sharpening out. So one thing I noticed while sharpening this back was I could really feel the hardness on the steel. My Naniwa standard 200 stone was unable to cut the steel. Here on my Sharpall 325 grit diamond plate, you can even hear the lack of bite that you would typically expect to see on this plate. Here I just brought out my K390 Spyderco as a comparison, and there is a quite a massive difference between how they're sounding. So kind of unexpected, but definitely does indicate maybe a harder heat treat on this knife. This blade also sharpens up incredibly well. Burrs get knocked off very easily. You can tell even just after my 325 stone that this edge is doing really well and is already quite sharp. And then finishing it up on my CRX 1000 and 0.5 micron straw. I think this is just an incredible knife, and in my opinion, parallels a lot of the higher end knives I've worked with, even in the $200+ price range. Now, for $30, even $60 with no discount, this I believe is an unbeatable price. I don't really have any complaints that I can find at all about this knife. Maybe just the thickness of the blade. It has quite a bit of thickness to it, but I would honestly strongly point anyone looking for a knife of this size here. I think it's a fantastic knife. Uh, it's a mystery to me how Sanmeiho was able to pull it off, but I would not hesitate to recommend anyone who's looking to buy this knife to get it, especially if you can get it for the $30 discount. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.